Okay, we're going to make fried ice cream, like Chi-Chi style fried ice cream. One of the ingredients is cornflake crumbles or crumbled up cornflakes. They have them in the baking aisle at the store, but they're like $4 for a little bitty box of them. We already had cornflakes, so I figured I'm just going to put these in a bag and just crush them up, and it'll save us $4 extra. And it's not like we're going to use them all the time anyway, so. That should be fun. And I'm going to do the non-fancy, leave a little air hole in there and just crush it with my hand. But you want them pretty fine because they're going to stick to the outside of your ice cream. You don't want big hunks, but you don't want them so powdery like, you know, flour or anything. I could use a bowl too. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Think that looks pretty good? Okay. So I'm going to dump these in this bowl, in a bigger bowl. And then in another bowl, I'm going to have half a cup of sugar. It's just regular granulated sugar. And cinnamon, you want 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons. And I'm just going to get a fork and mix those up. Okay, that reminds me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, Cinnamon Toast, where you make it in the oven, that's what the same mixture I would do for that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I've got a cookie sheet with some wax paper on it, just so I can stick them in the freezer, and they won't stick together. I've got a vanilla ice cream, and we kind of let it sit out for just a little bit to let it get a little soft, because you don't want it so hard that you can't scoop the scoops out. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to scoop out ice cream. The recipe calls for 4 ounces. I'm just going to get a good sized scoop and drop it in my cinnamon sugar. You know, whatever it is, it is. So I'm going to take a scoop, drop it in my cinnamon sugar, cover it up really good, drop it in my cornflake mixture, cover it up pretty good, and then lay it on my cookie sheet. And then we're going to stick it in the oven. I mean, you don't want to stick ice cream in the oven. Stick ice cream in the freezer and let it sit and get hardened. Yeah, ice cream in the oven would be bad. I don't think it would work out very well. Yeah, crappy scooper. I think I would have been better off with a big spoon. Just like that. Change over to like a larger spoon, and what I'm going to do is kind of pack it in really good, and I think this will work a lot better than the ice cream scoop. If you had an ice cream scoop that had the little wire thing underneath there that released the scoop, it might have worked better, but this just, yeah, that's a lot better. I could eat that just like I do. And I'm just going to keep going. Okay, these are the ice cream after they've been coated. And we're just going to stick them in here. And since we're actually not going to eat them till tomorrow, we're going to leave them in there overnight. But really they just need to stay in there long enough for them to get firmed up to where they're not squishy anymore. They need to be a firm ice cream ball. Okay, we've got these little flour tortillas, the small ones. And I'm going to put them in the deep fryer and fry them up till they become crispy. You just drop them in.
How long?
I don't know, just until they get crisp. And if you leave it in there a few seconds and kind of just flip it over, I flip them over like a couple times. Okay, and then you take it out. Ah, the other one, that's hard. And put it on a paper towel and let it drain a little bit, and then take you some of your brown sugar cinnamon mixture that we put on the ice cream yesterday that you saved, and sprinkle it on both sides. And then I'm just taking them and knocking the extra off and just laying them in a stack over here for when we get the ice cream ready. Alright, we're going to fry this for just 2 seconds. Just to get a little brown.
This is the ice cream that we left overnight in the freezer.
Yeah, the fried ice cream. And then put it on the tortillas. And then you take a little bit of this honey and just drizzle it over top. And that's it.
What do you think of the fried ice cream?
I think it's a perfect combination of flavors. It's wonderful. The sugar, the cinnamon, the honey, I can taste every bit of it.
What do you think, Christina?
And that ice cream's just cold enough to knock you back with all the flavors together. I love it.
And Ashley's eating hers.
It's better than what I've had at the restaurant, that tells you anything.